What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a little bit different type of content. We're on a job site and you're gonna wanna stick around to learn why. So today we're standing out in front of the very first In-N-Out Burger location in the state of Tennessee. Let's go. So my name is Andy Garrettson. I'm originally from California, but I live in Lebanon, Tennessee. And the reason why I'm standing out in front of the very first In-N-Out Burger in the state of Tennessee is because I am that excited that my hometown, my home state is finally moving out east. Finally, they have decided to start a new headquarters east of the Mississippi, right here in Middle Tennessee, in Franklin, Tennessee. So let's talk about it. All right, you guys, so I grew up eating double doubles with animal style fries in the state of California. And it's something that every person who moves out of California or moves out of the West remembers, and they are very fond of those memories. Me, like every other Californian that has moved to Tennessee in the last 10 years, every time we go back to visit the West Coast, there's one thing that we always try to do, and that's go to an In-N-Out. That's why I'm so passionate and so excited that In-N-Out has decided to move to my hometown here now in Tennessee. So a couple things. In the last 10 years, In-N-Out has been one of the highest grossing restaurant chains in the US, but they've continued to stay very small with their footprint. They haven't decided to expand until in 2023, they announced that they were moving their headquarters from California to Tennessee. So Tennessee will be the new overall headquarters for In-N-Out Burger corporate. So I'm standing on the corner of Hartman Drive and Franklin Road in Lebanon, Tennessee, and this is the site for the brand new In-N-Out Burger restaurant being built currently behind me. You can see they're working on the building, and I believe the plan is to be fully operational by Q1 of next year. So currently it's July 2025, so that would mean January of 2026. This restaurant is gonna be the first completed restaurant of 7 planned and approved restaurant locations across Middle Tennessee. This is the very first one. As you can see behind me, there's gonna be multiple drive-through lanes. This lot itself is a massive lot. There's gonna be a bunch of parking out back. You can obviously see we're on a busy road, so this is gonna get a ton of action. And what a great location for the very first In-N-Out Burger in the state of Tennessee. So if you've never had In-N-Out Burger, you're probably wondering to yourself, why does it have such a cult-like following? It's really because of the quality that In-N-Out has continued to serve up over the years. A couple notes for you guys. It was started 75 years ago in Baldwin Park, Los Angeles, California, and they barely have changed their menu since opening 75 years ago. Part of the reason for that is this is a privately owned corporation, meaning it's not traded by shareholders, and the decision making is very privately made, right? So they're not deciding to increase their revenues just to please shareholders, which is a huge deal. A matter of fact, it's a family business. So the man who started In-N-Out, his granddaughter is the current president and CEO of the company today. This restaurant, like we talked about, is the first location east of Texas. Currently, they're in about 4 or 5 Western states. But like I said, this is the first location that's gonna be east of their locations in the state of Texas. Of the industry of fast food, In-N-Out Burger has the highest grossing revenue per store of any fast food restaurant in the US, meaning every single store that they build is the highest grossing restaurant in that area for fast food, which is mind-blowing. Part of the reason for that is they only have so many restaurants. They're really limited right now on how many restaurants they have. But as they expand out east, obviously that number's gonna grow. Things to know about the quality of the ingredients. So In-N-Out is very process oriented about how they source their ingredients. They try to source as locally as possible to make their burgers. That means if there's local beef, local veggies and produce. They try to source as locally as possible. That's part of the reason why when you go get an In-N-Out burger, it's not gonna blow you away. It's not gonna be maybe the best burger you've ever had. However, it's gonna be fresh and it's gonna be quality every single time. Side note to that is in the recent push over the last couple years for America to become healthy again, In-N-Out has decided to remove all synthetic food dyes from their food and their menu, which is an amazing step. Also, the name rings true. They plan to get you in and out in a matter of minutes, and that's part of the reason why, again, it's such a convenient yet healthy and fresh option for people. So I've told you guys some of the facts of why In-N-Out is moving here, but now I want to tell you about what I order when I go to In-N-Out. So traditionally, I will always get a double-double, and that's 2 meat and 2 cheese on a burger. I get ketchup, lettuce, and onions. Sometimes I have the option of getting grilled onions versus regular fresh onions. And then depending on the day, I'll either get a lemonade, and I'll usually split that lemonade between pink lemonade and yellow lemonade, which is a good mix. Or if I'm feeling a little feisty, I'll get either a chocolate or a strawberry shake. They have excellent milkshakes at In-N-Out. Also, that burger typically comes with some fries. Their fries are always hand cut in the restaurant, seconds before being fried and being delivered to you. So that's typically my order, just a double-double, ketchup, lettuce, and onions, fries, milkshake, or a drink. It's classic. That order right there will typically stay under about $11 to $12. So still very affordable compared to a lot of other burger chains across the US. All right, guys, we're heading out for the day. Thank you so much for watching the video. But real quick, I got some bonus content for you. So we talked about what my favorite order is when I go to In-N-Out, but I gotta tell you, there's a secret menu. So when you go into an In-N-Out, you're gonna see the menu. It's gonna be very basic, not a ton of options on there, but there are secret items like a grilled cheese, like animal style fries, like a 3x3 burger or a 4x4 burger. These are all on the secret menu that the average person doesn't know about when they go to an In-N-Out burger. So if you want to have the in, if you want to know what's going on with the secret menu here in Tennessee, just walk in and ask them. They will tell you. It's not going to be posted there above the desk, but if you want to be cool and you want to have the in about an In-N-Out, ask about the secret menu.